Hey everyone, welcome back to Reassembly. Sorry about how late this episode is. A lot of things have been going on. Anyway, you may notice this is completely different to what we've been doing in the series. This is because, since I missed a bunch of episodes, I decided I'd kind of do a special episode showing off all my ships that are in my 8000p fleet. These aren't 8000p, these are just my small fighters which I've added to the fleet recently. But anyway, I'm going to go through all these ships and show... No, don't want to copy that. Just gets annoying. Put that there. There we go. So this is going to break apart. Immediately got a lot of weapons. That's how I built this ship, so that the second you rebuild it, it's already got a bunch of weapons. As you can see, I'm using the burst lasers, as this is Faction 1, and the burst lasers are the best weapons in Faction 1. By far, all the other weapons are kind of crap. There we go, just rammed into everything else. Yeah. Now this is the first ship that I showed in episode 1, actually. I showed this ship in episode 1, just as like a demonstration of what 8000p looked like. This is somewhere around 8000p. It's pretty close. I think it's like, I can check, it's, yeah, 7965. Mostly because getting to 8000p is annoying because there's nothing that are really even power. Everything's like, has to be 97.82. You can't have something that's just 10 power. So getting directly to exactly 8000 isn't easy. You can mess around with thrust arrangements, but it's really not worth it. There's just not much point, and this doesn't really need that much upgrading. Anyway, the main firepower is the plasma cannons. I have a lot of the very large plasma cannons. And, oh, there's an agent. Did not expect that. I don't want to fight an agent this episode. I'm demonstrating my ships. I'm not sure if I can be bothered fighting an agent. Doesn't look that powerful. I'm taking on quite a lot of agents with this ship. What I'm tempted to do is just rush straight for the actual ship that's the agent. Oh, that's a lot of ships surrounding it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it out of this. You really need to go in with a fleet. Going in with one ship isn't ever gonna work. It's just pointless and silly. Anyway, let's ignore them for now. So this is my first ship in my 8000p fleet. This is called the Minotaur. I've named all the 8000p ships after Greek mythological creatures because, I don't know, I felt like it. Anyway, that is my first ship in the 8000p fleet. One sec. Find a safe place ish. I'll make one. There we go. Alright, next ship. Now this isn't really a fighter ship as such at all, so... Oh yeah, you'll also notice that all of these 8000p ships have a station shield, and all of them are right next to the main block. So if I do get completely destroyed and I have to rebuild the ship, then the first thing that gets rebuilt is a station shield. So then I'm protected from attack while I'm rebuilding the ship. Now this is not my best ship. It has a decent amount of burst lasers in the front, a lot of rocket launchers because rockets are good, some flaks, some autocannons, and in the back quite a lot of drone launchers. Now you may notice that these drones are getting stuck inside the ship, and that's something that I need to work on. I've known about the problem for a while, I just haven't gotten around to fixing it. Mostly because I just can't be bothered and I've had too much stuff to do. This is the first time I've played Reassembly in like a week, so haven't really been able to do anything with it. But anyway, this is my main mothership ship. As you can see, it's got a factory on the front, and if I had resources, I'd be able to spare and create other ships. But the problem is with an 8000p fleet, you've got to collect 8000 power before you can actually do that. No, 8000 power, 8000 resources. And that takes too long for this episode. So, yeah, in this episode I won't be doing that. Now, I probably... Oh yeah, just an announcement, I will be getting back to the normal series pretty much as soon as possible. There'll be an episode on Monday, there'll be an episode... Everything will get back to normal. I did make a comment in the last video saying like, about what's going to be going on in the series. Don't worry, I haven't given up. It is still going. It's just there's been a lot of stuff happening. Don't worry, there won't be much happening recently, so I should be able to get episodes out pretty easily without too much problem, unless my frame rate does die, which it does do sometimes. Anyway, that's that ship, the Chimera. Now, this is my... I think this was the second 8000p ship I built. It's not my favourite looking ship. I think it has too much like empty space in it, because a lot of the ship is empty space. That's mostly because of how many weapons I have on here. As you can see, I've got a lot of burst lasers, so that's extremely powerful. And I have, so if you notice, I have half of them, or at least roughly half of them, set to point defense, and the other ones are bound to right click. And then on left click I have a lot of missiles. This is primarily just a missile ship. It will launch hundreds and hundreds of missiles, and if you have something locked on to it, like if you are locked onto something, all of those missiles are going to fly towards it if the burst lasers don't deal with them first. So let's just fly down here a bit. See agent, see if we can do a bit of damage with their missiles. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm not sure what faction that is. I think it's faction 1. No, it's not faction 1. I think that's the Crystal faction, actually. Yeah. Good thing I'm respawning far away. Won't have to deal with them for a while then. Alright, so yeah, this is the Hydra, I think, yeah. Blow up some stuff. Now the missiles do get a little bit laggy in the recording. Normally when I'm playing that's not an issue, but since Fraps is weird and it kills your frame rate, I won't be firing. It doesn't appear to be affecting it too much. The game's slowing down a little bit, as it does when things get like too many particles, but frame rate's staying good, which is nice. Anyway, that is the... Alright, what is it? It must be the Hydra. Yeah, it's the Hydra. Next ship, by far my favourite looking ship of my 8000p fleet, is the Taurus. Go away. Yeah, yet again, as you can see, the station shield is the first thing that builds, so I am defended from attack while the ship is rebuilding itself. Now this ship was built just after I made the new ship in the series. That reminds me, I haven't actually named the new ship or any of the ships that we've made in the main series on the YouTube channel, so I'll have to get around to that next episode. But anyway, you'll notice this ship has a lot of plasmas similar to the first ship I showed you. It has a couple of burst lasers, nowhere near as many as my other ships, but enough for point defense purposes. Has the plasma cannons. Now this one doesn't have missiles. It does have two, well, it has 4 missiles, but those are literally it. I do have 2 mine layers, just because, and yeah, this is by far my best looking ship. As you can see, it's got a lot of like sharp points. If you saw the episode, you may have noticed me trying to put these triangles on top of the if we hit 1, it'd probably be easier. You may have noticed me trying to put these triangles on top. Alright, obvious jump cut is obvious, I know, but something happened and my recording screwed up. Fraps just decided that it would crash, and when I started recording again, I had muted my mic for some reason. So, yeah, this is something went wrong. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You may have noticed me trying to put these triangles on top of the containers on the outside of the main ship in the series. That is, that's because I added these triangles to the ship after I had finished, this ship in this series. So I tried putting these on the one in the series. I don't know, I made this before then. Anyway, I tried putting these on the ship in the series, and since the ship in the series is much smaller, these kind of looked like that, a bit oversized, and it just looked weird. Anyway, yeah, I had to rebuild this because I had to restart the game because I just noticed halfway through editing. But anyway, annoying little things. Build that. Alright. As long as the ship still moves. Anyway, yeah, this is the Taurus, one of my favourite 8000p ships, or roughly 8000p ships as it is. Yeah, it's by far my favourite out of all. Oh no. It's one game. Don't crash. Good. Or maybe not. I don't know. It's not good, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, the next ship would be the Centaur, which is the most recent and the only actual 8000p ship that I have in my 8000p ship fleet, which is kind of ironic. Anyway, you may have noticed this ship right at the start of the episode. This was the ship I was playing around with before I actually started the episode, so when I chose this ship instead of it, had to delete this, explode this and build the Minotaur. Yeah. Anyway, this ship's main weapon is a lot of point defense guns on the wings, a lot of lasers, like heaps and heaps of lasers, and quite a large amount of missiles. Also, this main torpedo beam, which if I aim it correctly, or if those missiles don't take him out first, will cleave straight through ships. There we go. Oh no. Now this is probably my slowest ship. It's not, as you can see, there aren't very many forwards thrusters, so moving forwards is kind of pretty slow for this. I do not want to get hit by those missiles. They're really heavy damage. There we go. Click. Ooh. Just cleaves straight through him. Taking longer than I expected, but whatever. Probably because I've run out of energy, that's why. There we go. Ooh. Having a couple of frame rate issues, but that's probably because I haven't deleted the original video and its file size is pretty big, so. That may just mean my computer is slowly getting worse as I use it, which is probably the main reason. So yeah, this is a pretty good ship. This, yet again, is going to be a main fighter with the Minotaur, while the Chimera is a mothership, which is just going to create other ships for me. And what is it, the Hydra, that's it, is the main missile ship. Anyway, down to my Beetle, which is my first and smallest main fighter. These ships build pretty much instantly. Anyway, it doesn't have many weapons. It's got 2 rows of missiles and a bunch of autocannons, and these are set to point defense, so they're going to shoot whatever comes near the ship. It is quite a good little fighter. These aren't really meant to be controlled by me. They do better when controlled by the AI and when in large groups. But it's still a pretty powerful ship. It still destroys things pretty quickly. And you can imagine how powerful these would be in a large group, like of 20 or 30 of them, along with the 8000p ships. See if we can take on this tier 3 turtle. I guess it's T3, yeah, tier 3. That's what Robocraft has taught me, at least. Oh no. There we go. So yeah, it's a pretty powerful little ship. But in a massive group of these, I can imagine they'd be quite powerful. Those missiles are dangerous as really, really heavy damage. Ow. As you can see, it's just a tiny little ship with a massive rocket launcher on it. Those missiles should do. Oh wow. Yet again, a tiny little ship with massive guns on it. There we go, and it's dead. Massive amount of resources. Anyway, the next ship being the Viper, slightly larger power level, and mostly because it's got 2 shields on it. Here we go. So this is armed with a row of lasers, which, come to think of it, would probably be better if I had some of them at least on point defense. So I'm going to do that with this middle 4. And it's got a lot of point defense guns, a couple of autocannons, and that's pretty much it. Yet again, these ships quite a bit better when controlled by AI, as the AI aims the lasers really, really well and hits everything really easily. So it's, oh look, there's a Beetle. Lovely. Wonder where he came from. What's this? Hey, they're building my ships. Nice, not sure what that is. Haven't seen that before. I didn't make it. Yeah, whatever. Find that good, it's making beetles. And whatever this thing is. Alright, sure, that can't be very powerful. I've never seen these ships before, this is interesting. Little station, is that building anything? I could go into command mode. What's it building? It's building. No, do not want to make you. No, do not. No, do not want that. No. You will create piranhas and spiders. There you go. Alright. Yet again, these ships. Oh, I'm in command mode. Yep, these ships are really powerful in groups, but on their own, they're still quite dangerous to, like, obviously much smaller enemy ships, but still quite powerful. Oh, it's spinning a lot. Oh, I see why. So that should fix it. There we go. Go down and capture the station, then I'll show you the next ship. There's not really any point capturing the station. I've got 48,000 credits, because there's not really anything you can do with them when you get to 8000p. You can't unlock anything. I've unlocked all the weapons and everything, so... see if I can take on this guy. Should be able to. It looks like I am. Nice. Anyway, on to the next ship, the Piranha. And aptly named, as you'd guess, it looks quite a bit fishy. It's got the kind of piranha jaw filled with guns, as piranhas normally are. Hasn't got any forward thrusters yet. As you see, quite a lot of burst lasers, not as many as the Viper, but this yet again only has the one shield, which doesn't really cover that much, but it's kind of useful as it protects the main cockpit. It's interesting, you can't get those unobtainium struts in this faction. I think that's a harvester. Okay, eat him. Yeah. That's from a spider, I think. Or not. Kinda looks like the arm of a spider. Yeah. Anyway, yet again, quite a powerful ship. Probably my most powerful. Not the most armored. As you can see, these are all like connected on quite thin edges. Mostly for that aesthetics. I really like the look of this. Looks really cool. What have I locked onto? Something over there. It's a good thing if you hit the spacebar key, which is a lock-on key, it just locks onto something random. So if I hit it again, it'll lock onto that guy. And apparently it won't lock onto anything now. Come on. There's gotta be something to lock onto. Alright, fine, whatever. Anyway, that's the Piranha. Quite a powerful little ship. Yet again, I've said this a couple of times now, much more powerful in groups and controlled by AI, because these lasers are really good when controlled by AI. Alright, and the final ship, and my most recent and biggest fighter, is the Spider. Now this ship, mostly, its main weapon is a lot of defense cannons, as you can see. Got just heaps and heaps of on these legs, and also quite a large row of missiles. That hasn't built yet. Check if that is actually in the ship. Yeah, it is. The reason that isn't building is because it's connected to this shield. It should be connected to these blocks though, which is weird. Anyway, now that that's built, quite a lot of missiles in the middle, similarly to the Centaur, where it has kind of just a row of missiles. But the main thing about this ship, if you fly near something, the point defense guns go absolutely berserk and shoot everything at least 30 times. So if I just go near this guy with his locked on, no, he's dead. Alright, guess the missiles dealt with him then. I'll stop firing missiles then. And the point defense guns absolutely eat through these little ships. There we go. See if we can get in with the point defense. Not my most maneuverable ship, but yet again, I've probably said this way too many times, and I'm probably getting a little bit annoying with it. That shield isn't. No, there we go. It's just being built. These work much better controlled by AI and in a large group. So here we go. That is my fleet. Last thing I'm going to be doing is Probably changing to my Minotaur or Minotaur. I know I named these, but it just doesn't mean I can pronounce them. Silly. Go. Just notice that's the same noise that the modular guns make. Plasma cannons. I guess they are modified plasma cannons, but haven't done a demonstration of modular weapons yet. If you haven't played the game and you don't know what they are, I'll have to do, might even show in this episode if my game decides to let me. And if I don't get stuck in this boulder, doesn't matter, I can just shoot my way out. Not as well as with the modular guns. Now, I am going, if I do show the modular guns in this episode, which is possible, I might, I am going to use the most stupid example, a Death Star that I made to test the capabilities of the modular guns, to see how powerful you can actually make them. And the evidence is pretty interesting. You can make them pretty massive and pretty overpowered. There's a reason I called it the Death Star, you'll see. You know what? You've seen all this stuff. This isn't important to you. Let's show you. Hopefully it doesn't have to compact save files. Oh, no, it does. Lovely. That's just excellent. Come on. Can't wait to build my PC. Then this will actually happen quickly. Come on. Faster. Doesn't normally take this long. But whatever. There we go. Alright. Yeah. There it is. And here we are with the Death Star. Now this... If I go away, no one likes you. This is the modular gun. Goes from the tip to here. That's the command module right there. Kind of think of it, I could probably armor that a bit better. There we go. Now, with this we have a rate amplifier, which increases the fire rate. That was always at the end because you can't attach anything else to it. We have range amplifiers, which pretty much speak for themselves. That's pretty obvious what they do. Could add these in here. No, I can't shrink them. Damn it. Damage amplifiers, that does pretty much exactly what you'd think. And then velocity amplifiers, which make the shot speed actually faster. So if I go out of here, click save, that'll be fine, that won't take long. Let's demonstrate on... That'll be overkill. It's obviously not very maneuverable. Let's shoot it over here. There we go. Now, if you hold down, it just does that because it doesn't have enough energy. But if you let your energy fully charge and then fire it, it is the Death Star. Here we go. Come over here. There we go. I kind of want to demonstrate this on... Oh, so here we go. See? Modular gun. Very long time to fix itself. Now it's just an extremely short range blowtorch that shoots about that far. There we go. Lovely. Oh my god. Game lags every time I fire it. It's great. And when I don't fire it, probably my laptop's fault. Alright. That's the problem with these. They're insanely short range. Can I actually kill something with this? Yeah, it would instantly break one of those. If I got close enough to this guy, I probably could kill him with it. So I got him to finish this episode off. Yeah, that did cleave a little bit off his ship. Not much though. Yeah, the Death Star's just not maneuverable enough. Those drones from the station are probably going to deal with him before I get there. Yeah. Damn it. Anyway, that'll be it for this episode, so thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you.